So welcome to video 14, and in this video we'll be talking about the payment methods in the organization. So we have said that you've expedited, you've raised the order. The order has the various aspects of a good order, and you've given this order to your suppliers, and you've expedited the order. For example, after 10 days or after 90 days or after time T and so forth, you've expedited those orders. And then after you have expedited the order, the supplier has been kind enough to bring the items to your premises. So we said they bring the items using 3 documents: invoice, LPO, and they attach the goods received not to go to payments. Now, when paying for these goods, there are several things that need to be considered. Let me first of all repeat that. Once the supplier brings the goods, they'll need to bring their LPO. This LPO is attached with the invoice that they are requesting to be paid based on, and the procurement department prepares a goods received note saying this is what they have received. If all these match, they should get paid, no problem. But there is a catch. What method do you use to pay them, or what kind of agreement are you in with your supplier? Now, there is the following. The first one is what you call the cash in advance. And cash in advance basically means what it says, CIA. You're basically giving your supplier an advance on the payments. And this method is used where production is basically used, or the supplier needs to mobilize resources to deliver the order, be it a service or be it product. That's cash in advance. I am paying before I have actually received the final product. The other one is what you call the open account. And in the open account is the supplier will deliver the goods. And then the buyer will pay after a time period, normally between 30 to 90 days. This is what you call a credit period. So the open account has a credit period. The cash in advance does not have a credit period. Note the difference. Now, the other method is what you call the letters of credit. And the letters of credit, this is used in international purchasing or global purchasing. International purchasing. And what we are doing basically in this step has to do with the following. I am telling my bank, or the bank is assuring the supplier using a letter of credit that once the goods are delivered and the buyer confirms that those are the goods, then the bank can release the funds to the supplier. It is more or less as an insurance policy. Whenever you're involved in international purchasing, the best mode of payment is letters of credit. There are several types. You can go ahead, read on that. But for now, since this is not international purchasing unit, let's keep it at that. So, letters of credit. It is given by the bank. It is not given by the buyer. And the bank is telling the seller that should you deliver the goods, then in that scenario, I will pay you the money once the buyer confirms. Now, we have what you call the consignment purchase. Again, this is used in international purchasing, consignment purchase, and it's the best option because for the buyer, because they do not pay. The supplier is bringing the goods to the buyer, and the buyer sells the goods to the customer. Once they receive the money, can they pay the supplier? In other words, no payment is made until the final goods get to the customer. That's what you call a consignment purchase. Very, very good for the buyer because they do not incur risks. It is used in international purchasing. Now, the down payment is again used in importation, where you pay a down payment of a certain amount and then the supplier brings the goods. Now, there is another method, not so popular, but it's called reciprocal. Reciprocal payment. And in reciprocal payment, it is a type of barter trade where the buyer gets item X, Y, Z in exchange for item A, B, C of the same value. It is basically barter trade. There is no money which is being exchanged. And this is used where the currency fluctuation is too high or the inflation rate is too high. For example, if I'm dealing with purchases in Zimbabwe or Venezuela. Now, those are the methods that we have of payments. Any further research can be made, and you will notice that even though it is not yet recognized, you have what you call Bitcoin as a form of crypto payments in markets today. Not all of them have accepted these, but it is a method that is gaining popularity, as it were. That's it for this video. We go on to the next. Thank you.